What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Got a super late start here in the day, right? But we have this light here for a reason. So we're still gonna get down to work, and I've just kind of been running around all day trying to find parts, buying some parts, stuff for this engine to go into this car tonight because it's getting dark. I had my buddy Leo come by. He came and delivered some parts in exchange for some of the things that I got that he's going to be needing for his swap. And he came by and dropped off a Freelander, this coupler, drive shaft, all the joints and hardware. Big shout out to Leo, man, because this right here is going to come in clutch for the other car that I'm going to be building soon. And you guys will find out as long as you guys hit the subscribe button. You guys will be posted. So while I was chilling here with Leo, you know, you guys always hear the Spanish music and stuff in the background. It's the garden guys that barbecue here literally every freaking day, and I don't mind it, but sometimes it gets a little loud. And another thing is that, you know what I'm saying, cerveza, it's always a good time with that, right? But unfortunately, one of the guys was, you know what I'm saying, and he kind of busted up Mon's car. So we got to take care of that, and that's all situated. Insurance going to take care of all that. And then you guys probably see the CRX is not there. I kind of turned it on because it kind of sits long periods of time, and I figured, you know what, I'm gonna drive it around the block today, make sure everything's all good and dandy. And then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna give it a wash. First wash since I bought it. Check it out, really clean. Loving how this color is still nice, sitting under all that dirt, and you know what I'm saying, protecting that carbon fiber hood from sitting in the sun. I am probably going to get another car cover just to cover it up so it doesn't get caked up with dirt. I did clean the window with the clay bar. So I know I've said in plenty of videos before, I'm going to try to go to DMV sometimes this week and figure out registration for that car so we can register it, so I can drive it. I'm going to kind of put that car away for a little bit, not away, but like I'm not going to drive for a little bit because I don't want to break another axle. The temptation with that car when I drive it on the street is unreal. I mean, I don't have a heavy foot, but it's really fun to drive. So today I drove it, and the most I've gotten as far as temp goes was 190. Now granted, today it's a lot hotter than before. Why? Because we have the Napa fire going on right now, so the sky is kind of filled with smoke and the humidity. I can feel it like all over my body. The red CRX, I washed it 2 days ago, and there was ashes on that, so it's a little hotter. The car drove, I did a lot of pulls on the freeway and such. 190 was the highest it got, so that's freaking awesome, knowing that the turbo blanket, the heat wrap, all works. The shroud, the temp was climbing up really slowly with the shroud because I had the fan on all the time, but it's pretty much ready to drive wherever it is I need to drive it to. So you guys also should know that I've been waiting a little while for a clutch to show up. That's not it, but the clutch that I got for this car to keep it very budget friendly is a Yanaka clutch. I wanted to try this clutch out because I know Paco made like 420 on a Yanaka clutch, and I figured I'd give it a shot to keep it on the budget side of things. But mind you guys, we are sponsored by Action Clutch, so if you guys are looking for a quality clutch, be sure to use my discount code in the description below. Find yourself an Action Clutch for your car, use the discount code, you get 15% off. I'm only using Yanaka because like I said, I'm keeping it very budget friendly and I want to try it out. So we finally got a clutch. We're going to use that pressure plate right there, and we have literally everything we need, almost everything we need to put this engine in this car. Found my brother's old RT harness, cleaned it up really nicely, got one of the injector plugs put back on right there because it was missing one. So that's all pretty much ready to rock and roll. Hopefully this is the right one. Kind of. Sorta. No, that's about right. This flywheel already has a new pilot bearing on here, and since I didn't get a new clutch, I don't have another pilot bearing anyways. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray some acetone, wipe this down, get all the residuals off. Look at that. Ooh. Yanaka 6-puck. Got this for 75 bucks. The full clutch kit is 165, depending on who you get it from, where you get it from. But that's on there. I'm going to clean the pressure plate real quick. Shout out to the person who sent me this clutch years ago. It had a 6-puck on it that was kind of used, but I was going to build a single cam turbo in my CRX before I went B20 all-wheel drive. And this was kind of sitting in my bin for a while. So when Leo came by earlier, he needed a clutch, so I gave him the disc and Chad's OEM replacement exotic clutch that was fairly new. And I'm just using a new disc with a slightly used pressure plate, no warpage, no heat discoloration whatsoever. And again, this came in clutch to keep this on the budget side of things, I'm gonna reuse this. And there we go. Torque specification for these clutch bolts are 19 pounds, but some people, ugga duggas, ugga uggas, ugga boogers, I'm gonna torque it down to 19 pounds. Take note, we have a dowel pin there, a dowel pin here, one here, and we also have one on the block. So we're gonna remove, I'm gonna remove the transmission side. Freaking destroyed these guys, but we don't need them. Now I don't want to show you guys a lot of the small stuff, because the sooner we can get this done, the less I record, the faster we can get to the fun stuff. Put a brick under here. Oh, mommies. Oh, mommies. Get the starter in here real quick. 1, 2. Now let's get this thing back up on the dolly since it fell off. And then we're gonna put this in the car the way we know how to do it. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need this right in the middle of the core. Makes it easier when you don't have the exhaust or the shift linkage. Going up. You know what I just realized? I don't have the back wheels on the car, and we're on the jack stands in the back. This is gonna drop, so I'm gonna find some wheels to throw on it real quick. I already took everything to the storage, but we got these fugly 17s. I'm gonna toss on there real quick. Fugly. Alright guys, so again, like always, you already know, lost a lot of daylight. And George just left. I was buttoning up a lot of things here with the engine bay. So I'm probably gonna wrap it up right now. We'll continue tomorrow, but let me show you guys what we've done. So we got all of the emission stuff all hooked up, all the vacuum lines, the fuel lines hooked up. We got all of the harness over there, harness over here. I was using that little electrical like sprayer, so I sprayed all the inside of that to make sure it's all nice and clean, to make sure we have full connection. So the harness is practically done. I just got to wire up another plug for the O2 sensor right here, which is typically going to sit right here on the exhaust manifold. Exhaust manifold is in the backyard, and again, I've mentioned that this has an innovative driver, innovative rear, but we don't have one for the passenger side. So right now I have the engine propped up with the jack stand and the piece of wood right there to ensure the engine is where I need it to be. It is centered right there on the liquid leveler, and putting it on the valve cover, it is centered here as well. So tomorrow I'm going to make a motor mount for this side, since I do have an eBay polyurethane mount somewhere in this bin. I have like 2 of them, so it's steel. I'm going to cut it up, make a plate, make a neck, connect it, so that way we have a 3rd solid motor mount for this guy. Probably not going to run the one in the front, obviously, because we have a traction bar and there's no tabs for it, although I could make one. I don't really need it because these 3 guys alone, or actually just these 2 guys alone, it's already solid. What I did notice is that the power steering is a V-belt style, and this is a D15B2, and it has D15B2 pulley on it. It does not have the groove for the power steering, so I can't run this right now. Also can't run it because I don't have the brackets and I don't have the cooler that goes in the front. So I'm gonna have to block this up, so that way if the car is running with the power steering still attached there, if there are fluid in the rack, it's gonna spew out of here. So I gotta loop that until I can find everything I need to connect this guy back. Aside from that, I'm gonna continue this video tomorrow because I want to squeeze in the exhaust onto this car in this video, and I have that chilling right there along the wall. So I'm gonna do that with the header, and then I'm going to try to button up everything else like axle, shift linkage, all of that jazz. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to turn it on in this video, but just know that we are very close. So I'm already cleaned up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, see, where's Grandpa at? I know a lot of you guys has been wondering where Mel is at. The dude sleeps all day, every day. More than likely under my CRX, or at least since the CRX been parked here. Interesting. In the wild, Mel has been spotted. He was actually under the neighbor's car. Mel. Everybody wondering where you at, bro. Ooh, see. She's still a little feisty with this fool. It is Mel. Look up. Yep, same guy. Look at his toes. The dirty guy. So what I am doing right now, I literally had to go to the storage to find the eBay motor mount that I had. Came off a swap. This is actually an auto to manual mount for a DC EG, but it was all kind of bent. This came off of Chad's car a long time ago, the YDG in 2018. And right now I'm just transferring this cardboard aided design into a base plate for the motor mount. Now for some reason, the motor mount itself is a little wider than the ears for the RT trans mount, so I had to kind of widen out a little bit and shave off the little spacer, which you can see right here. And I shoved it in there, got it all bolted down. I can swivel it if I have to. The thing is, these bolt pattern is really close, right? And I have to find a way to get this mounted onto the base plate without interfering with the 3 holes for the bolt on the transmission. So these two, gotta take note that it's equal with each other, and this one is elevated. So I'm gonna have to find a way to kind of arc the leg up to get to this guy, since I don't have any tubings for spacers like this right here, right? And we got another package from Brandon. We have shit up. So if you guys have space, storage, garage, wherever it is that you got your tool stashed, or you know, wherever it is that you're wrenching on your car, or not even cars in general, if you guys want to get into like fabrication, I highly suggest you guys invest in a MIG machine right there. I mean, I started off with Flux Core, and here I am now with the MIG Max. I got the AHP Alpha TIG 200X that I got off of Amazon back in 2017, and I picked up a lot of skill set with that. And you know, it allowed me to do custom stuff like making this motor mount. So obviously we were making a motor mount just now because we already got 2 aftermarket ones. I didn't want to run a stock one. Even if I had one, I didn't want to run one anyways. So I decided, you know what, we'll just make one. This will work. It's fully MIG'd in there, and I use these little washers right here to space out the height difference on the transmission. The 2 in the back is much lower than the 1 in the front. So I already fitted this. I tacked it all in, did like 4 tacks on each, top and bottom, pulled it out, fully welded it, and now I'm going to paint this black, and then I'm going to get this back into the car, and then we'll make further progress on everything else underneath. Looks about straight. Firewall straight, no support, and the motor mount installed. Houston, we have a problem. So if you guys look right there on the transmission, the stabilizer bar goes on the right side, passenger side, and the shifter goes right there where the rubber goes. B series, the stabilizer's on the left side, driver's side, and you know, the shifter same spot, the boot. So if you see it right there on the passenger side, there's supposed to be a gold bracket. The gold bracket is supposed to you know, allow you to bolt the stabilizer bar, which is this guy, right? But it's not there. So I can't bolt up the stabilizer bar and swing this guy upward right here to know where I have to drill out the hole to allow the shifter to go inside the car, because this is RT 4-wheel drive. They don't have a hole here. Shifter box and cable goes to the firewall, and then it sits on top of the tunnel. So I can't put the shift linkage on tonight, and I want to make sure that when I do the exhaust, it's gonna clear the shift linkage. So that means I probably can't do the exhaust either. On the shifter itself, I took off the stock one right here, and I put a Skunk 2 short shifter in it, dual band style, and I'm gonna mate this up with one of the shift knobs that was sent over from Sal. And I'm gonna have to put this off when I get the bracket for the transmission, and then we'll do it with the exhaust in another video. I did button up all the axle, suspension, and stuff under the car. I gotta go to Home Depot tomorrow to get some spacer of some sort because I'm missing some there, and definitely missing some there. So now that we have the engine in the car, I'm starting to realize I'm missing a few odds and ends. Small items, not a big deal, but outer control valve, one, I'm missing that. And that's the only plug that's not plugged up, which is just chilling down there. Throttle cable bracket, I mean, you can find one in a junkyard. If not, I'll make one. Just got to fix odds and ends, little wires, the spacers for the radius rods, obviously. Got to make sure the header's in the backyard. I need an upper radiator hose, a radiator itself, and a fan, but I'm sure I have that in the backyard. I hope I have it in the backyard. The transmission bracket for the stabilizer bar so we can put the shift linkage on to do the exhaust. I got to make myself a checklist so I can spend these next couple of days finding everything I need to do this in the order that I want to do it in, and you know, make further progress. We made a ton of progress already by getting the engine into the car, and everything else I had lying on the floor installed as well too. So that's good enough progress for me in this video, and you guys already know there's going to be a ton more progress here to come. So before I cut this video, I'm going to open up some packages I got one from Brandon. We have shit up right there. We got one from Lazy Man Garage right there, and we have one from Chunlei. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but I'm gonna open up these 3 right now, guys. First one right here, Lazy Man Garage. Be sure to check out his YouTube channel. He has some pretty cool contents, man. He wrenches on a lot of his boys' car, his own project CRX from time to time, and the guy's always busy. The guy is always busy. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for taking the time to send these over. I'm definitely going to put one of these on the backboard, and I'm going to save the rest of these probably for like small stuff, maybe my water bottle and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? This one right here is from Long Beach, Chunlei. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. It feels like a lot of things in here, so I don't want to cut it. Holy, yo, am I seeing this right? All right, before I show you guys this one, this one looks pretty crazy. Dana, found your channel by chance and have been binge watching the past week. Big fan of your DIY mentality and how you get the whole fam involved. I've had these items lying around and figure you can use them. Best wishes from a fellow Campbell in Long Beach. Chun-Lei, Chun-Lei. Bro, you guys see what I'm seeing right here? So, holy freaking moly. We got some OBD2 to OBD1 distributor jumpers. Another one. What is this? This is an O2 sensor, OBD1 O2 sensor extension. Password JDM Bosch style injector pigtails. Oh man, got one of those. These are jumpers. So this is like OBD2 converted to same thing, Bosch style injectors. Bosch style injector pigtails, OBD2, OBD1. What is this? Password JDM upgraded injector jumpers, the same as the other one, and more extensions, and OBD2 to OBD. Yo, shout out to you, man. Thank you for all of this, because you know that I've been making a lot of these myself, and this is definitely going to come in clutch for like cars I worked on, or family cars, friends' cars. Instead of me trying to run around finding plugs and stuff in the junkyard, these will come in clutch. Thank you. This one right here, once again, shout out to Brandon. We have shit up. Shoot him a follow on Instagram. If you guys follow his stories on Instagram, man, he throws some really knowledgeable stuff out there, and he offers a lot of cool stuff, like, you know, all-wheel drive build. Oh man, this guy is not for real. Hand shaking. Like I was just saying, man, this guy makes all-wheel drive billet carrier bearings, Freelanders and Wagon, and homeboy just sent me a set for my car. Wow, I'm truly lost of words, bro. This, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys what this is. Beautiful CNC carrier bearing. This is Wagon specifically, and this will help lessen up the friction of the drive shaft and the viscous coupler moving, rolling, working. It has this bearing holder where you can remove this and replace the bearing if you have to. Yo, Brandon, man, big shout out, bro. This right here is going to come in clutch, because I'm going to plan on remaking the mounts in the CRX, and now I have these to make the mounts accordingly to these guys. Big shout out, man. Give Brandon a follow on Instagram, bro. We F shit up, literally. Your guys' support is so unreal. I am truly grateful to have you guys, you know, support me and everything that I do. All these little stuff, I mean, a lot of people may think it's just a bunch of things I may or may not need, but you'll never know, you know what I'm saying, when you need one of those. And all of this, like I said, it may sit for a little while, but it's gonna come in clutch when I need them. You know, small support like Lazy Man Garage, thank you for sending these out, as well as everybody else that has sent stickers to stick on my backboard right here. And like I said, man, thank you guys for all the support. So I figure I show the same by making this all fully visible in my videos to show all the people who support me. You know what I'm saying? I'm very thankful for that. And again, big shout out to Brandon, man. You didn't have to, but thank you for these, because if you guys saw my review of viscous coupler install on my CRX, my carrier bearings are freaking destroyed. So big shout out to you, man, for this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video somewhat. If you guys did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more progress update on this car, because we're almost there, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.